Today I want to talk about why I chose to become celibate before marriage. Yeah, I really think this is a subject that needs to be touched on, especially in our day and age, because it's like shunned upon. Like when I tell someone that is not celibate that I'm celibate, they look at me with a side eye like, what? Like it's something wrong with me. No. And it's so crazy to me that back then that's how things used to be, and now it's just like no one's doing it. It's out of the norm for someone to save themselves before marriage or practice abstinence before marriage. But I'm here to tell you why I chose that route and my struggles, because it's not easy, and the boundaries I have set for myself. How am I capable of doing such a thing and still, I guess, able to have fun and date? I know everybody thinks it's like a puzzle or a trick. It's not. You just have to know your boundaries. The reason why I chose to be celibate before marriage, not only did I get saved back in 2014, it was a struggle because I was still trying to hold on to a relationship that was dead. But it was a relationship where I was sexually active with the person, and it was kind of hard for me to let go. But understanding what I had with that person was a soul tie. So until I was able to break that soul tie, I was forever connected to that person, whether we were having sex or not. So I understood that having sexual relations with someone who is not my husband, it plays a vital role in who I am spiritually. Because when I sleep with someone, they deposit something inside of me. When you get into a certain relationship where you are sexually active and that person is not your husband, there's a lot of weight that you hold that comes with the soul tie, like emotional baggage, whatever that guy is dealing with internally, spiritually, he has given to you. So that's another reason why I chose to be celibate, is because I had to look at myself in the mirror and find out, why am I trying to connect myself with these men or the people I chose to be sexual active with? What was my reasons behind it? Did I think if I had sex with them they would love me more? So that all comes into play as to why. What is always deeper than what it is. So why am I allowing myself to be connected to these people if I don't see any future with them? Or even if I did, why can't I hold out or wait? If he says he loves me the way he does, he can wait on me. So as I begin to like get more into my word and go to church faithfully, and I see that there are other women dealing with the same thing that I'm dealing with, and they're able to hold out, they're able to stand on the word of God, and hold themselves accountable, knowing that there is going to be a day that God is going to send you that man of God or that woman of God who cares for you and who loves you and who will wait for you. Those who do not or want to wait for you, say bye, because they're not worthy of you. Because I had to understand that I am a precious jewel. Like, I have to love myself, or at least try to love myself as much as God loves me, and know that I am worth the wait. And I'm more than that. I'm more than just my physical appearance, but I have something inside of me. So you should want to know or get to know the person that I am, who Vanessa is on the inside, instead of worrying about my physical, because that will pass away. I will get old. I will get wrinkly. So if the foundation of our relationship is sex, it will never stand. So once I got that revelation, it was just, done. Another reason why is because I got tired of building these connections with these people, and when the relationship is over, we're over, and this person leaves with a part of me. So it's just like I felt kind of used after every relationship because I gave it my all. And I feel like it felt like they were robbing something from me. So I got tired of that, and I just had to get in the mindset of I deserve more. Another reason why I chose to be celibate is because I just got tired of the feeling of being used. Um, Whether the relationship lasted or whether it didn't, whether it lasted for years or whether it lasted for months, I always felt like that person was robbing me of something. and you get tired, and that's when depression starts to creep in, because you don't know where that feeling is coming from. Yeah, you probably feel like you're over that person, but you still have that residue. And I was tired of it. I wanted to really live, I, well, holy. I really wanted to live right. I really wanted God to transform me, not just change, because change can be temporary, but I wanted to be transformed, which is more permanent. I wanted to actually say to young girls that you are worth the wait. When you wait on someone, when you're in that waiting stage, in that waiting process, is a lot of things that God can do with you. Knowing that even when you're dating someone and you become sexually active, it's kind of like a distraction, especially when that person is not your husband. It's a distraction because you get in your feelings more. You Everything that didn't bother you bothers you now. If you notice, when you start having sex, it'll probably be going good a couple of months. Maybe I'll give it a month, and then stuff just starts to go downhill. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that there are not struggles with being celibate before marriage. There's going to be struggles, but it's doable. It's doable. You just have to set boundaries for yourself. And knowing what ticks you off or gets you to that point, or gets your mind to think that way and make you, and probably tries to tempt you to go back. You have to know yourself. You have to know what triggers you. Everyone is different. What may trigger you may not trigger me. So you can't go by how your friend is living in her celibacy, or how this person over here is living. You have to really know who you are and what like gets you to that point. So you have to refrain from going to that place, or venting to those people, or whatever triggers you. You really have to know certain struggles that I go through. I cannot be home on like a Friday night or a Saturday night. I have to be busy. That's just me, because if I'm at home bored and nothing to do and I'm not being productive, my mind will drift off to those places. Or I start missing that old boyfriend that was no good, and everything in my mind is showing me the good things. And I know it was not all that good. Yeah, your mind will play tricks on you. Trust me. I've been there. So I always have to keep busy, and I always have to be involved in something or be around something. It's not to say I'm always in groups, or I'm trying to, I always have to be around people. I could be by myself, but I have to be productive so my mind won't go to those places. I'm not saying it always goes, but let's just be real. Another thing, how can you date and be celibate? That is absolutely doable. And I think that's the best part of dating, when you are celibate and dating. Because when you're dating someone, that is the getting to know you process. Whether I like you or not. If you don't agree with my lifestyle, bye. I have no connection with you. If it doesn't work out after a couple months, I have no sexual connection with you. So it is not going to hurt as much. Yeah, your feelings might get hurt because you saw potential in this person, but being that you don't have that sexual, I don't want to say a sexual attraction, but that being that you haven't had sexual intercourse with this person, it makes it a lot more easier. You have no ties to this person. You have no soul tie with this person. So it makes it a lot more easier to let go and move on. And dating, another thing when it comes to dating while celibate is that, like I said before, you have to know what triggers you. So no, I'm not going on a date at 11 o'clock. It's not to say that I'm weak. It's just, I shall not tempt myself, and I shall not tempt you, brother. Let's be real. It's whatever I feel like is going to get me to that point. I want to remain celibate until marriage. I don't want to tempt myself. I don't even want to test myself to see how far I can go, because that may be the very time I fall. And I have come too far to fall. I just want to encourage every girl out there to hold yourself, to wait. You are worth the wait. I don't care what no one says. I don't even care what you tell yourself. You are worth the wait. God will bless you with that man of God or that woman of God that you desire. You just have to wait. In the waiting process, don't think of it as I'm missing out or it's something in me that I'm lacking. Use that time, use your singleness to edify you. Let God work on you. Let him get rid of the past hurts, the anything that you could possibly be dealing with. Because remember, this is our preparation into marriage. You want to go into marriage whole, not lacking, not missing anything. So you want God to really work on you. And being sexually active with someone will just only cloud that. That's the only thing it could do. So just wait. Trust me, you would not regret it. And you will feel a sense of worthiness, that I'm worth the wait. You have to believe that you are worth the wait, that you are wonderfully and beautifully made. And if a man cannot see that without you taking off your clothes, that man does not deserve you. So just wait. Wait on that perfect guy. And I'm not saying that guy's going to be perfect, or he may not be everything that you wanted him to be or what you envisioned your husband to be. But he's going to be perfect for you because God processed him just for you. And that weight, and what kind of bothers me, what people say to me when I tell them that I'm celibate. They say, what about if it's not good? You don't want to try it? My response to them all the time is, God wouldn't try me like that. No, but I'm just being real because I just feel as if it's not necessary for me to compromise who I am just to please someone else. So if the guy I'm with doesn't agree with me being celibate, I'm cutting him off with no hesitation. Listen, knowing that if you don't agree with this lifestyle that I'm living, there's a better one. And then I'm 99.99.99% sure that I'm going to find someone that agrees with the lifestyle that I choose to live and that will honor it. Because I am worth the wait. And you have to honestly believe that and not compromise what you believe in just to please someone else or to please your flesh. Because to be honest, when we please our flesh and we jump outside of the will of God and do things on our own, we also know that it's always a downfall. And I just hope I was able to help someone. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's your girl, Vanessa Harrigan, the Glow Up Coach.